Welcome to Bracken Field, ladies and gentlemen. Brad Swanson here for Channel 98 radio station as the major boys from Fort Leboeuf are in town to face the major boys from Corry. We've played one inning here and we are scoreless. So this is a new one for me. I've never done the live stream before, so taking me a little bit to get the glitches out, but here we are at beautiful Bracken Field on a 80 degrees Monday afternoon, and give you a little view of the field here. This is going to be kind of tough to keep up with where the ball is going. I'm going to see what I can do and try to follow it as best I can. So it's kind of hard to see. We're on the third base side, and I can't get home plate in view. So you'll see where the ball goes when it's hit, and we'll just keep you going. And if that is kind of tough for you, just keep listening, and I'll be broadcasting the entire game. So Little League games are 6 innings. We're in the getting ready for the top of the second inning. And like I said, there's no score. Both teams, actually there is a score. Corry scored in the bottom half of the first. I'm sorry. Caught up in trying to figure out things here, but one thing is nice is we do have names on the back of the jerseys. That helps out. And unfortunately, I don't think Leboeuf does. Do they? They do not. So that makes it a little tougher, and I didn't get any numbers, so now we're just playing a guessing game on who's batting. I believe they sent 6 batters to the plate in the first, if I'm not mistaken, because they had 2 guys get on, 1 got thrown out at the plate, 3 more outs, so it'd be the 6th batter would be coming to the plate for Leboeuf. Okay, I did that math without taking my shoes off, folks. So it looks like we're going to have Mr. Jalowski coming up for Fort Leboeuf to lead things off here in the top of the second inning. As I said, Corry, the Elks Club from Corry, leads 1-0. And our pitcher is Ryland Posker. He finishes up his warm-up tosses, and we're ready for action here in the top of the second inning. So number 8, Jalowski from Fort Leboeuf steps up. First pitch is high and outside, and this is a tough call for the young guy out on the mound for Corry. His dad is the home plate umpire, and I don't think he's going to give him a whole lot. There's a shot to shortstop, fielded, thrown across, in time. Nice play by shortstop Trenton Gates for out number 1. Nice bang play at first, so Trenton Gates, our shortstop, did his job. The Leboeuf batter did his job. He made it a nice close play. 6-3 on the put out for all those of you who like to keep score at home. That's going to bring up Friday. He takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Next pitch is a ball. Count even at 1-1. Ryland Posker looks in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on the high hard one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, now the count. The 1-2 on its way, down low and away. Trying to get him to chase one out there. Mr. Friday says, no, not this time, not going to chase it. Count even 2-2. Next pitch. In there, called strike 3. What's that? Oh, ooh, Sorry. I thought that was strike 3. That was a ball. And that one's up over his head, ball 4. Sorry about that, folks. But now a runner at first base for Fort Leboeuf. Corry leading 1-0. The batter is Rogers. Here's the pitch. That one's up high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Rylan Posker winds and delivers. That one outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. There is 1 out. Runner at first base. Next pitch is up high, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 4. So after a ground out, we have back-to-back walks, and Fort Leboeuf has got a little something going here.
It in the air, okay? Don't get doubled up on a line drive.
Here's the pitch. Strike called. Now I'm going to take a stab at this name, and I'm going to say Zeskowicz. Here's a pop-up to the infield. Infield fly rule. And the play was made at third base by Frank Young for out number 2. So F5 on the putout, 2 away. And that will bring up Ranson.
Hey, 2 outs, run on contact, okay?
Rylan Posker fires it in there, swung on a miss, strike 1.
Get down and ready. Down and ready, guys.
No balls, 1 strike to count. That one's down in the dirt, gets by the catcher, and the runner will advance. Both runners will advance. So now Leboeuf has runners at third. In Friday, runner at second is Rogers. We have a 1-1 count on the batter Ranson. Next one is swung on and missed. Strike 2.
Take a deep breath, 9.
Rylan Posker trying to get out of this inning here with no runs being scored. The 1-2 pitch. Low and away. Good stop by the catcher there, Dawson Schwabenbauer.
Good job, 9. Way to battle, 9.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here we go. Up high, ball 3. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rylan Posker takes a long look in. Here's the payoff pitch. Strike is called. The play at first is called safe, so it was a strikeout, but the ball was dropped, so he's allowed to advance, and he makes it down to first, and the run comes across as Friday, running hard from third, comes in and scores. They made the play at first. It was a bang-bang play, but the runner just beat it out. So 1-1 is our score. We'd like to tell you about some of our good folks that are helping make this broadcast possible for you. Support for Corry Little League coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided in part by the Corry Central Labor Club, located at 30 West Main Street and on Facebook. Channel 98.9 thanks to Corry Central Labor Club for their support of Corry Little League play-by-play. Also, JH Napa coverage of Corry Little League action on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided in part by JH Napa Auto Parts, located at 955 North Center Street and at napaonline.com. Channel 98.9 thanks JH Napa Auto Parts for their support. We thank all of our sponsors for enabling us to bring you the broadcast. We also have support for Corry Little League coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided in part by Fox Family Insurance, your local team of experts for all things Medicare. Whether you are still working, already retired, or planning your retirement, Beth and Patty at Fox Family Insurance can help with all your Medicare plan options. Located at the Corry Jamestown Credit Union Building on North Center Street in Corry, Channel 98.9 thanks Fox Family Insurance for their support. Next batter is the ball inside, and the runner scores, and there's the runner going to third, and they called him safe. So Roger scores for Leboeuf. Ransom makes it all the way over to third base. And Potts is the batter. And here comes the runner from third. There's the throw. No throw. And there we go. Just like that, it's a 3-1 game in favor of Fort Leboeuf. Corry having some trouble with getting the ball over the plate and making the stops here. We just need to settle down. Potts steps back in. Takes it for ball 3. There are 2 outs here. Ball 4 on Potts. So the inning stays alive for Fort Leboeuf. Support for coverage of Little League on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided by Muirhouse Furniture and Appliance. Muirhouse offers living room and dining room furniture, beds, appliances, and more. Muirhouse is also able to special order any brands for qualified buyers. Now located at 128 West Smith Street, the old Smith Street Plaza in Corry, and online at muirhouse.com. Phone 814-663-4221. Channel 98 thanks Muirhouse Appliance for their support of Little League baseball and softball. And a reminder, this Thursday we will be, weather permitting, our tentative schedule has us at Columbus for a major girls game. So we're going to be bringing you 3 major girls games, 2 major boys games, and a junior girls game is how the schedule is supposed to play out. We're hoping to Mother Nature works with us a little bit there, and we're able to provide those games for you. The sponsors that I mentioned, Corry Central Labor Club, JH Auto Parts, Fox Insurance, and Muirhouse. If you see those folks, please tell them that you heard their ad on Channel 98.9, and please tell them that you appreciate that they are helping us bring you Little League action. We have a pitching change. As our pitcher warms up, we'll tell you a few more things that are happening around the station at Channel 98.9. You can start your day with John and Heidi in the morning on Channel 98.9. John and Heidi are a husband and wife team, and they bring lots of fun to your morning along with news, weather, and information. Then it's Cindy Scott and Josh David in the afternoon, and Terry Dean in the evening on Channel 98.9. Get the new Channel 98.9 app on your mobile device. It's available on Apple and Android, or tell your smart speaker, play channel 98.9. You can find us at channel989.org, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Join us for the ongoing history of new music with Alan Cross Saturdays at 6 and Sundays at 8 on channel 98.9. Alan takes a deep dive into the past, present, and future of modern rock each week. Tune to 989 FM, get the channel 98.9 app, or tell your smart speaker, play channel 98.9. Here we go. As Beard steps in, he takes the pitch for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Wind up. Pitch sails way high. Ball 2.
Hey, you're here, okay? You're here. Follow through. Let's go. Follow through. Finish your pitch.
Next pitch is called a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2.
Now we go.
2 and 2 the count.
One more now.
And that one catches the outside corner for strike 3, and that'll do it. But not before Fort Leboeuf pushes across 3 big runs. Fort Leboeuf takes a 3-1 lead heading to the bottom of the 2nd inning. And due up for Corry. We will tell you here in a minute. We do have 2 Corry Little League baseball teams, as I mentioned. We have 3 major girls softball teams. And pretty good crowd here tonight. See quite a few Fort Leboeuf people as well, which is nice. They always travel well and support their kids. Beautiful night for a game at Bracken Field. Never paid a lot of attention to how many games I've done at this field, but it's been quite some time. I was trying to recall back when I did my last game here, and it's been a while. So leading things off will be Braylon Dreher. He'll be followed by Young and Brewer.
Frank's going to start us off, or Braylon's going to start us off right here. And we're going to get fire on fire. All right, let's go. We're good.
The pitcher for Fort Leboeuf is taking his warm-up tosses. These boys are 10, 11, and 12-year-olds, so I don't think there's probably too many 10-year-olds. But this young man for Fort Leboeuf that's pitching is rather tall for a 12-year-old.
You're going to make an ESPN diving catch out center, and you're going to be fine, all right?
See if we can pick up a little bit here with the video and see what I can do about trying to capture a little bit more of the action. Still can't get home plate because I got a wall in front of me, but Braylon Dreher swings and misses at the first pitch. Strike 1. Next pitch is up high, ball 1. One and one to count. Dreher steps back in. That one's outside, ball 2.
Alright, you're swinging here, okay? Get ready. Gotta bring you one. If it's there, give it a ride.
There's a shot out to right field. Right fielder going back, and that one's going to go off the wall out in right field as Braylon Dreher heads around second, heading to third. The throw to third is not in time, and Braylon Dreher starts things off with a booming triple to right field.
Good hit, Braylon. Go, Frank. Bring him home.
That's going to bring up Frank Young.
Go, Frank.
Frank Young steps up.
Oh. Go, Frank. Pull that trigger. Come on, Frankie.
Pitch is called a ball outside, and a reminder that we do have a couple more sponsors. We have the Riverside Structures under new ownership. They are sponsoring this year, and also the Corry Moose Lodge 98 in Corry is a sponsor as well. We thank everyone for their support. Next pitch is up high. We're now at 3-1 on Frank Young.
Here you go, 12. Hey, let's go, Corey dugout. Let's come alive. We can win from the dugout. Let's go.
Ball 4. That one sails high. Runners on the corners.
Go, Brewer.
Holden Brewer now coming up to the plate. Takes it low, ball 1. Runner Young goes down to second. They throw down there, and Braylon Dreher scores easily from third base on the throwdown. It's now a 3-2 game in favor of Fort Leboeuf.
Hey, 4 balls in a row. Gotta bring you one, okay? Get ready.
Holden Brewer steps back in. Takes it up high on the overthrow. Frank Young heads down to third base. So runner, runner at third, nobody out. 3-2, Leboeuf leading. There's a shot to second base. Second baseman up with it. Throws in time for the out. But on the play, Frank Young comes in to score, and we have a tie ball game, folks. Holden Brewer did his job. He hit behind the runner, if you will. Hit it over to second base. We had a runner at third. And he got the run then. So and batting now for Corry is Dawson Schwabenbauer. He takes first pitch for a ball. Schwabenbauer steps back in. Takes a nice cut. Fouls it back off the screen. 1-2 the count.
Come on, 9. Come on.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
Come on, Farm.
That'll bring up Landon Farnham.
Come on, 5.
Farnham takes a big swing and miss. Strike 1.
Big step. You're falling down. Okay? Right to it.
Strike 2. We have a 1-2 count on Mr. Farnham. I'm trying to dodge a couple of rather large bees in the press box here at Brackenfield. Next pitch is called strike 3. That'll do it for Corry in the bottom of the second, but they push across 2 runs And after 2 complete innings here at Brackenfield, our score is now Fort Leboeuf 3, Corry 3. You just stand right here all the for the entirety of the game, folks. And as I mentioned earlier, we will be, weather permitting, we will be at the school field for a major girls softball game on Thursday. Corry entertaining Northeast, I believe. I will check on that real quick for you. We will going through my my phone here to see. So the girls' game will be Thursday as Corry 2 plays Corry 1. You get to see 2 out of the 3 Corry teams, which is very nice. So, number 3 on the mound for Corry.
Yeah, Matthew Church.
Matthew Church. Okay. When he throws, he spins around so quick I can't catch his name. I'm seeing his number, but.
Make a throw, you want, okay?
Okay. So, Matthew Church fires it in. Big swing and a miss.
Back up in the box. Your right foot's on the line. Go.
1-1 the count. This is DeLucia batting.
Up here, let's go. Punching it to right field.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthew Church looks like he's finding his groove here. There's a pop-up to shortstop. Shortstop calls for it. Second baseman calls him off and makes the catch. F4. Holden Brewer making the catch, and he good communication by the Corry kids. You'd like to see that. That'll bring up Oris. Takes it up high, ball 1.
Hard to the glove. There. Back to the glove.
Matthew Church looks in. Here's the pitch. There's a shot down the left field line, and that's going to get all the way out to the fence. Almost. It's cut off before then, but that's a stand-up double for Mr. Oris. That'll bring up Glass. Glass is the pitcher for Fort Leboeuf. There's a swing and a foul ball.
Yeah. You would run and let the ump make the call, though, okay? Right? Good call.
Strike 2 called. Mr. Glass was doing a little dipping, and the home plate umpire said strike 2. There's a shot out to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And run's going to score, and looks like Mr. Glass is trying to go to third. Here's the throw. Not in time. And now Mr. Glass is going to score on that play as the ball gets away. And 2 more runs across the plate for Fort Leboeuf. It's now 5-3. And this is the Fort Leboeuf 2 team, by the way, folks. So give Mr. Glass a single, and he comes all the way around the bases, though, to score. That brings up Andrews. Andrews swings in, misses at the high heat from Matthew Church. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. That one's in tight. 1 ball, 1 strike.
When you get 2.
There's a foul back off the screen.
Let's go. Hey, shorten it up here. Let's go. Punch right
Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. There is 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Fort Leboeuf leading 5-3. There's a ball drilled to center field, and that's over the center fielder's head all the way to the fence. It's a ground rule double. We got it over the fence or under the fence. Actually under the fence. So it's a ground rule double.
There's a hole under the fence. Right there at the gate.
Hey, if he goes under the fence, throw your hands
Great job, side. Hey, you're here on the pass ball, okay?
So Leboeuf timing the pitching right now of Corry.
Okay, get in the back of the box, hit a strike. Let's go. Bring it to him.
Schreiner steps in now.
Hey.
That one's inside, ball 1.
Good. Follow through. Back to the back. Follow through. Logan, make him throw you a strike. There it was. Now we go.
That one is a called strike.
Don't worry about him. Cyrus, if it's on the ground, we're here. Okay? To the right side.
Strike 2 called on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Matthew Church fires that one up high, evens the count at 2-2. That one just misses outside.
Let's go. Come on.
Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
See it out of his hand. Let's go. You ready, Si?
Payoff pitch on its way. That one misses outside. Ball 4.
You're okay, man. Choke up back to the box, right? Infield. Infield. You ready for a pass ball?
Jalowski steps up now for Fort Leboeuf.
Let's go, buddy.
First pitch is called a strike to Jalowski. Next pitch sails high. That'll even the count, 1-1. And I failed to mention one of our sponsors, Stone Audiology. We'll talk about them in a minute.
Hey, watch it into the mid if you're not going to if it's a take, okay? Hit the baseball here, let's go.
Matthew Church
Good cut. Good cut.
fires it in, it's fouled back.
Nice work, Ford. One down out. One more. Hey, shorten it up. Shorten it up. Let's go. It's a run.
Little pop up, and that one's trouble. Second baseman Brewer
On the back. On the back.
fires it. The throw gets by, and the run comes in. Runner at second moves to third, and on the throw, Jalowski takes second.
Hey, come on, Matt. Okay. Let's go. You're a hitter here. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go.
Friday steps in. Strike 1 is called.
That's it. Come back to the batter. All you gotta do. Here we go, 7. Go shorten up, punch it. Go, boys. Right side. Let's go. Get down ready. Good cut.
There's a swing and a miss.
Confidence. Okay, we got this.
No balls and 2 strikes. Swung on a miss, strike 3.
There's 2.
There's second out of the inning,
Plays it first.
and that'll bring up Rogers. Rogers came around to score.
Hey,
in his last at bat.
Plays it first.
Ground ball to third, you're not running. Okay?
Plays it first.
2 down, on contact. Let's go. You're hitting.
Roger steps in. Matthew Church fires it. It's up high.
Good hustle in there, guys. Good job.
1 ball, no strikes. The count.
6, 7 feet off. Right? He drops the ball. You're reading that.
There's a ball fouled back. And just misses the car driving by.
Don't forget to back up to throw the pitcher.
Where's the play?
Go, go,
That one's a pop-up, shallow center, and drops in there for a base hit. 2-run score.
Not now, not no.
Leboeuf has pushed across 5 runs here in the third, and they go by the 5 runs per inning. Okay. So Leboeuf has to go back out in the field.
No crying. No crying.
So it's now 8-3 in favor of Fort Leboeuf. Get the lineup switched over, and I'll tell you who's coming up for Corry. Okay, we're going to have Cooper Schatz, Dominic Proy, in the top of the order, Trenton Gates. Sounds like hits and runs for this young Corry team. Let's see what happens. Okay, and to let you know about our other sponsors, as I mentioned, Stone Audiology, located on Route 6 in Corry. I have become a client of Dr. Leslie Stone. She does a fantastic job, and it makes a huge difference when you struggle with your hearing and then finally realize what it's like to hear again. I know my grandkids sure appreciate the fact that I went to Stone Audiology. And you can reach Stone Audiology at 814-664-7070. That's Stone Audiology, 814-664-7070. Corry Little League play-by-play on the Channel 98 sports stream is sponsored in part by Corry Moose Lodge number 98 at 332 East Washington Street in Corry, and on Facebook. You can phone 814-664-4010. Channel 98.9 thanks Corry Moose Lodge 98 for their support. Also, support for Corry Little League coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided by Riverside Structures, 1221 North Center Street in Corry, providing Amish-made custom buildings including sheds, pavilions, animal enclosures, garages, and more. Delivery is also available. And you can go online to riversidestructures.com or phone 814-273-7232. And we'll give you a little updated version on Riverside Structures, as I mentioned before, under new ownership. Here we go, back to the action. As Cooper Schatz is getting ready to lead things off for Corry. This is the Corry Elks team. And is it the VFW is the other sponsor for our Little League? Okay, thank you. Elks and VFW have been sponsoring Corry Little League for as long as I can remember. First pitch is in there, called strike one.
No, Cooper.
Next pitch is high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. One. is a little low. We do have a different pitcher in for Fort Leboeuf.
Come on, Shots. You got this, buddy. Come on.
Next pitch is the ball as well. 3-1 now the count.
Gotta bring you one, Tim. It's gotta be there.
The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. So Cooper Shots draws the walk
Go, Corry.
to lead off the Corry half of the bottom of the third. Dominic Proy steps in. First pitch is the ball.
Go! Slide! Stay there! Stay there! Stay there! Stay there!
Shots at second base now.
Jeff, stop yelling.
He's walking off.
I understand, but everyone's screaming and kids don't know what they're doing.
Proy takes the pitch up high. Two balls, no strikes. Strike is called.
Go, Dominic! Go, Dom!
2-1 now the count. That one sails high. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, 8. Come on, 8.
The 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Count now full.
Go, Dominic!
Swung on a miss, strike 3.
Go, Trenton!
One away here in the bottom of the third.
Go, Trenton!
Trenton Gates comes up to the plate for Corry.
Come on, 6.
Swung on a miss, strike 1.
Okay, coming again. Get ready.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on a miss, strike 2.
Concentrate.
The 0-2 down low, gets by the catcher. Runners hold, or the runner holds, excuse me. Cooper Shots out there at second base. Trenton Gates fouls the next pitch off.
Hey, he's coming right back with this. Move up to the plate. Take it away for a break. Move up towards them.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Nope. Said strike 3.
You're all right. You're all right, Gates. Conduct yourself. Let's go.
2 outs.
Hey, George, right here. Kid, start us off. 2 out like
Go, Weiss.
I bring up George Weiss, the first baseman. There's a shot to left field, way back there. That one is fair down the line. Run's going to score. George Weiss comes around second. He's heading to third. Here's the throw. He's safe. He's underneath it. So a
Get away!
big triple off the bat of George Weiss. Plates a run for Corry. It's now an 8-4 ball game. And Corry into the meat of the order, if you will.
Let's go. Keep it rolling.
Third batter, Rylan Posker, steps to the plate. He takes it up high.
That other bat was back the whole time. The other. George, great hit. Let's go, Posker. Keep it going.
8-4, Fort Leboeuf 2 leading Corry. We're in the the bottom of the third inning here at Bracken Field. Three balls, no strikes now the count on Rylan Posker. Here's the 3-0. Foul off. Had the green light and took a good swing.
Go, Posker.
3-1 pitch. High and outside, ball 4.
Get up there. Go, Church. Go, Church.
Matthew Church, center fielder, now pitcher, steps in. Time is called as the Leboeuf coach wants to have a chat with his pitcher, calm things down a little bit. You're listening to so used to the radio broadcast, I forgot we were actually watching the broadcast today. Channel 98.9 FM in Corry, and this is the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. And hats off to Mr. Brian Silvas for all he does. Does a lot of different things to help out the communities of Corry, Clymer, Waterford. For some of you who may not know, Brian has Channel 98 radio station in Corry, also has Sunny 105.7 at Canadota Lake. Matthew Church steps in. Big swing and a miss. Throw down to second, not in time, and a run comes across for Corry as George Weiss crosses the pay station for Corry, making it an 8-5 ball game. On the play, Rylan Posker safe down at second base. Matthew Church takes a strike, and Ryland Posker, wasting little time, steals third. So 2 outs and a run around third. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Run comes across the plate, and Matthew Church is safe at first.
Keep it going. Yeah, just like happened to us.
So 8-6 is now our score. Both teams battling pretty hard here. Holden Brewer steps to the plate. We have Braylon Dreher, I'm sorry. Braylon Dreher steps to the plate. Braylon had a big triple last time up. He hits it down the first base line, foul. No ball, 1 strike to count.
Try to get those hands through first, okay?
Big swing and a miss, strike 2. Braylon Dreher steps back in with an 0-2 count. That one's high and outside. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. There goes the runner, and he is safe. Matthew Church steals second.
Hey, you're not allowed to push them off the base.
Braylon Dreher steps back in with a 1-2 count. There are 2 outs. We got a runner at second. That's Matthew Church. Corry trailing Fort Leboeuf 2, 8-6. Braylon Dreher takes that one outside. We work the count even, 2-2. There's a foul back off the screen. Braylon not getting cheated with those swings, I tell you. I'm taking a pretty good cut at it. The 2-2 once again. Up high, ball 3. So Braylon Dreher's gone from an 0-2 count to a full count. Good at bat right here. by the young fella. 3-2 pitches, swung on a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for Corry in the bottom of the third inning, but not before they push across 3 big runs. We've played 3 complete here at Bracken Field, and our score is now for Leboeuf 2-8, Corry 6. Support for Corry Little League coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided in part by the Corry Central Labor Club, located at 30 West Main Street, and on Facebook. Channel 98.9 thanks to Corry Central Labor Club for their support of Corry Little League play-by-play. Also, coverage of the Corry Little League action on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided in part by J.H. Napa Auto Parts, located at 955 North Center Street and at napaonline.com. Channel 98.9 thanks J.H. Napa Auto Parts for their support. Also, support for Corry Little League coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided by Fox Family Insurance, your local team of experts for all things Medicare. Whether you are still working, already retired, or planning your retirement, Beth and Patty at Fox Family Insurance can help with all your Medicare plan options. Located at the Corry Jamestown Credit Union building on North Center Street in Corry. Channel 98.9 thanks Fox Family Insurance for their support. Support for coverage of Little League on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is also provided in part by Muirhouse Furniture and Appliance. Muirhouse offers living room and dining room furniture, beds, appliances, and more. Muirhouse is also able to special order many brands for qualified buyers. Muirhouse is now located in the old West Smith Street Plaza at 128 West Smith Street in Corry and online at muirhouse.com. You can phone 814-663-4221. We also have our wonderful sponsors that have joined us recently. Riverside Structures, now under new ownership, is happy to support Corry Little League and coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream. They are located at 1221 North Center Street in Corry, providing Amish-made custom buildings, including sheds, pavilions, animal enclosures, garages, and more. Delivery is also available. You can go online at riversidestructures.com or phone 814-273-7232. And we'll talk about our other sponsors, Stone Audiology and the Moose Club here momentarily. Matthew Church fires the first pitch in there for strike 1. Next pitch is called a strike again. No balls and 2 strikes. Zeskevich takes the 3rd strike, and Dawson Schwabenbauer tags him out. Actually, that's Braylon Dreher back behind the plate. Braylon did a nice job of coming out of his crouch and picking that ball up and tagging the runner. 1 away here at the top of the 4th. First pitch is up high, ball 1.
Here we go, 10.
8-6 our score if you're just joining us. Fort Leboeuf 2 leading Corry. Good ball game here. Beautiful night at Bracken Field in Corry.
Hard to the glove, Matthew. Hard to the glove.
You got it, buddy. Oh, nice hit.
That one misses low and away.
Close. Just bring it up a little. Yep.
Matthew Church wanting that one. Strike is the call. Matthew Church doesn't waste any time. He's firing some BBs here. Another pitch right over the plate for strike 2, and it swung on and missed.
Get in there, buddy. You're too far away from the plate.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And strike 3, swinging as Matthew Church records 2 quick strikeouts here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up Potts. Actually, Beer is up. So somehow,
There you go.
Ranson was the last guy. Ranson. This is Beer.
Good pitch, good pitch. Connor, you gotta stay in the box. Okay, stay in the box. Let's go, 6.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Matthew Church, wheels and deals, up high.
All right, come back with a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch is at the knees, called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. And Matthew Church settles in nice there and has a 1-2-3 inning, all via the strikeout.
Let's go. Everybody get in here. Get in here.
So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning with our score: Fort Leboeuf 2-8, Corry 6. Stone Audiology. Corry Little League coverage is brought to you in part by Stone Audiology, with 8 locations to serve you. In Corry at 709 East Columbus Avenue, you can phone 814-664-7070. The Channel 98 Sports Stream thanks Stone Audiology for their support. Corry Little League play-by-play on the Channel 98 Sports Stream is sponsored by, in part, also by Corry Moose Lodge 98 at 332 East Washington Street in Corry, and on Facebook, phone 814-664-4010. Channel 98.9 thanks Corry Moose Lodge 98 for their support. It's the 98 connection there. Corry Moose Lodge 98, Channel 98.9. Wonder if Mr. Silvas realized that one. And check out Studio B Sunday night at 7 o'clock on Channel 98.9. It's an alternative and indie music, Southern California style, with Dave W. Phillips. Tune to 98.9 FM, get the Channel 98.9 app, or tell your smart speaker, play Channel 98.9. Listen Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 for the Master Gardener program on Channel 98.9. Mike Bailey and other guests from Penn State Extension Office have tips on how to get the most from your home garden. Last year, Channel 98.9 gave away over $100,000 in cash and prizes to our listeners and our followers. We are doing it again this year. Listen to win. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your next chance to win Pittsburgh Zoo passes, Erie Seawolves tickets, gift certificates, and local merchants, African Safari Wildlife Park VIP passes, Zumbizi Bay tickets, and much more.
Go, Frank.
All kinds of good stuff. And Frank Young steps in for Corry. He hits a little flare. It drops between the pitcher and the first baseman.
Got it.
And the pitcher did a nice job, waited for his first baseman to get back there, but Frank Young, give him credit, was running hard all the way, and he's aboard at first base. Frank Young gets things started for the Corry Elks Club here in the bottom of the 4th. There's the throw down to second. That's a good hard throw. And tag is made and runner is out. So that's a 2-6 on the cot stealing for out number 1.
Hey, 1. Let's go.
Hayden Brewer
We're swinging here, 1.
takes it up high.
Go, Holden.
I think I just said Hayden and it's Holden. We'll get this by the end of the game here. Holden Brewer takes it for called strike 2.
Hey, strike 3 and drop it. You got to get there, okay?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away here in the 4th. That'll bring up Dawson Schwabenbauer.
Go, guys. Everything. Let's go. Get up and get on the fence. Let's go. Go, Schwab, go, Schwab. Go watch it. Go watch it.
Schwabenbauer pops it up. Second baseman makes the catch, and that's out number 3. F4 on the putout. 3 quick outs for Corry in the bottom of the 4th inning. We played 4 complete here at Brackenfield. Our score now for Leboeuf 2, 8, in the Corry Elks 6. So pretty good ball game. 2 evenly matched teams, and the pace of the game is moving right along here.
Hustle, run. Yeah.
Saturday nights from 8 to midnight, it's the Grunge Garage on Channel 98.9. Bob Stye takes you back to the 1990s with all your favorite grunge, Brit, pop, and alternative. Tune to 98.9 FM. Get the Channel 98.9 app, or tell your smart speaker, play Channel 98.9. All kinds of good stuff happening at Channel 98.9. Getting through another school year as the end of school year and graduation are fast approaching. Looks like Coach Brewer and Coach Church head out to have a little chat. As Matt Church is beginning his 3rd inning work, I believe.
All right, let's go. Holden, do it right, or don't do it at all.
As I mentioned, nice crowd down here tonight to watch the ball game. And what a great night to watch baseball. You just can't get much nicer than this for the 20th day of May. Due up for Fort Leboeuf will be the top of the order. DeLucia followed by Oris and then Glass. Looks like the coaches move the kids around quite a bit here for Corry. Giving the kids the opportunity to play different positions, which is very, very valuable in my eyes. I think it's great that the kids can experience playing some infield, outfield, little pitching and catching. Teach them while they're young. The field has changed a little bit over the years since, I won't say since I was 12. That was a long time ago, and things have really changed. First pitch is up high, ball 1 to DeLucia. Church fires it. Strike is called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball is fouled back and clears the bleachers. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matthew Church throwing strikes here. That one misses low and away. Brings the count to 2-2.
Here we go, 3.
And Brian, if you're listening, strike 3, the call right there. Swing and a miss. Braylon Dreher hangs on to that one behind the plate. Nice play. Got 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. And there's a pop-up to short, and he's there. Good hustle by Oris. He was running hard all the way. So runner on with one out. If you're listening, Brian, slide by if you can. Maybe we can get a little more action with the camera for people watching today. Here's a 3 unassisted as first baseman makes the play. Quickly touches the bag for out number 2. 3U for all of you at home keeping score.
Plays it first. Go, Si. You're hit. Go.
Andrews steps in. Takes a big swing. Comes up empty. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. Matthew Church rearing back and fire.
Okay, get with you.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. And Braylon Dreher tags him, drops the ball. And everybody's safe and run's going to score. And that's why you keep running, folks. That's why you continue to run the bases. Oris comes all the way around to score. Pushing the Leboeuf lead back up to 3, 9-6. Ball is the call. And Andrews steals second base.
You're a hitter now, okay? It's a run. Okay? Get it back to the box if you like. We're swinging. Hey, hold on. Hey, coach, second base.
Schreiner, the batter for Leboeuf. Time is called as both coaches, Coach Oris from Leboeuf and Coach Church, can go out and see if they can fix the second base bag there. Reminder that when you come down here to Brackenfield, they have a nice little concession stand. It's open, and not having my supper yet, I was smelling those hot dogs when I got here. There's a big swing and a miss from Schreiner. 1-1 now the count. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Choked up, back to the box. Back up. Get ready, Si.
1-2 pitch.
That's all right. Hey, that's good.
Just misses.
Go, come on.
2-2. Matthew Church fires that one a little high. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Go!
Pitch is swung on him. Foul ball is the call.
Good cut, Low. Let's go. Get him, buddy.
Schreiner steps back in, awaiting the pitch from Matthew Church. That one sails high. Ball 4.
Hey, watch the edge. You're fine. You're fine in there. You got 2 outs. Play it 2 outs. Get the batter. Let's go. Get the batter. Hey, on a pass ball, we're moving. Let's go.
Schreiner walks, puts runners at first and second. Jalanowski
2 more.
takes the first pitch in there, called strike 1. There's a foul ball from the right side over to the dugout of Fort Leboeuf. No balls and 2 strikes.
George, be ready down there.
That one just misses as Braylon Dreher framed that one, wanting to get that call. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 is called. That'll do it for Fort Leboeuf in the 5th inning. They do push across another run. So heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's now Fort Leboeuf 2, 9, and Corry Elks 6. See who we have coming up for the Corry Elks Club in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're going to see Landon Farnham, Cooper Schatz, and Dominic Proy.
Hey, guys, listen, on the field, listen to me, okay? A lot of us are dead, we're not talking, we're not moving around, all right? We get in this game, we're going to win.
I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. They are the Corry Central Labor Club, J.H. Auto, Napa,
All right, we shouldn't be sitting on the bench, sitting out, take a break.
Fox Insurance, Muirhoffs,
Get in the game, all right?
Stone Audiology,
This isn't just for you guys,
the Corry Moose Club,
all right? We are in this game.
Riverside Structures.
We put up how many runs in it?
We thank each and every one of them for
5, and we could have done a lot more.
their support,
Stop, right?
Yeah.
So let's go. We're good.
and
Do it again.
we couldn't do it without you folks. Thank you so much.
This batter, one more.
We hope that our
Pitcher's head, and you
viewers, listeners,
can fall apart.
are
And you can win a lot of
pleased with the broadcast. And once again, if you're just joining us, we will be doing a girls' game on Thursday at the school field in Columbus. So that will be a major girls' game. I believe we're going to be back here, and these are tentative schedules. We're hoping the weather cooperates, and the way things are set up, sometimes there are some scheduling changes. So what we've come up with is a tentative schedule. We'll try to keep you up to date as best we can on our plans anyway. So looking at that again, today is the 20th, so Thursday will be the girls game, which will be Corry 2 at Corry 1. We'll be back out here on Wednesday the 29th.
Everybody on this fence, let's get them going.
So Wednesday the 29th, the major boys game with Union City 1 against Corry 1. And then
use up all 3 swings, buddy. Okay? Press that bat.
we'll be
Come on.
also doing major girls game the following night, the 30th. Be back here for a Wednesday game, June 5th. The Corry 1 facing Corry 2. And we're going to finish off our broadcast schedule with the junior girls game on a Friday night out at the school field in Columbus, as Corry 1 and Corry 2 will play one another.
Use them up, 5. Use them up. Swinging at good pitches. It's their swing.
Farnham
Go, Landon!
takes the pitch for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, now the count on Landon Farnham. Big swing and a miss, and the ball gets by the catcher. Farnham heading down to first, and throw is in time for out number 1. So Landon Farnham hustled down to first base, but throw beat
Go,
him.
Cooper!
Cooper Schatz now steps up.
Hey, let's go, Cooper!
Strike 1 called.
Come on, 10.
No balls, 1 strike.
Good eye.
That was low, ball 1.
Good eye.
Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2 is called.
Protect that plate, Cooper.
Come on, 10. Swing it here.
Next pitch is a slow roller. Pitcher's going to field it himself. Fires the first in time for out number 2. So 1-3 on to put out. And the first 2 batters are retired by Fort Leboeuf here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
We're swinging, 8. We're swinging.
Dominic Proy at the dish. Takes it up high, ball 1.
Go, Dom!
Right here, 8. Get ready to swing. Get ready to swing.
Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1.
Back up a little bit. On your back.
Strike 2 called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 is outside low.
Get on it, Dom.
Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one feels just a little bit high. Ball 3. The Buff pitcher was wanting that call, but it was a little high. Payoff pitch is swung on a miss, strike 3. And Corry goes down in order here in the bottom of the 5th.
Run to get your stuff.
So we are all set for the 6th inning
Run here. Hurry up right here.
as
Get your stuff
the
and run to coach.
Corry Elks Club trails Fort Leboeuf 2 by a score of 9-6. And let's see if Corry can get 3 quick outs and mount a rally here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Coaches have the kids gathered, as you can see, down here on the third base side. Coach Brewer is giving them a nice pep talk. And for some of you who may not know, Coach Brewer used to be the high school baseball coach. So knows a little bit about the game.
Hustle, run. Run. Run.
Corry boys head back out as Matthew Church toes the rubber. Gonna fire some warm-up pitches. As we mentioned before, it was about 80 degrees at the start of today's ball game. Still very pleasant. Still time to come out and catch the all-important 6th inning of this game. So if you're in the area and want to come out and watch a fantastic finish, I think that the Corry bats are going to awaken. Just my thoughts. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 6th, which we try not to look too far ahead, but we will be seeing the top of the order for Corry: Trenton Gates, George Weiss, and Rylan Posker, and those guys all handle the bat very well. So hopefully we get 3 quick outs here and then mount our comeback. Fort Leboeuf is going to send Friday, Rogers, and I'm going to call it Zeskovich. Deskovich, we call it Deskovich. See if I'm right on that one. I don't see anyone from Leboeuf coming over to correct me yet, so. Okay, so Friday steps in, shows bunt,
Good stop, Raylan.
takes it for a ball. Matthew Church fires it in. Ball 2. The 2-0. High and inside, ball 3.
Hey, you're fine.
Strike 1 called.
Same thing.
Matthew Church fired that one right down Broadway. Strike 2, that one was also right down Broadway. And folks, I've been out of commission as an announcer for quite some time, but I've been using that line for a number of years. Ball is fouled down the first base line. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A big swing and a miss. Matthew Church did an outstanding job right there, ladies and gentlemen. He was down 3-0 in the count. He fought his way back and got the strikeout. So very nice job by Matthew Church. Rogers steps in. There's a shot out into left field for a base hit. And a great effort by our shortstop there, Trenton Gates. Almost made the catch on that. So give Rogers the single. Put him at first base with 1 out. That'll bring up Deskovich. Strike 1 called. No balls, 1 strike.
Attaboy, Will.
Next pitch is fouled off for strike 2. And Church's pitch sails a little high. There's a throw, gets out into center field. The runner takes 1 step off, but great backup right there. That was Rylan Posker out in center field. Did a nice job of getting that ball back in. Strike 3 is the call. Throw down to first in time.
Go to the pitcher. You're fine. Get on the mound. Get this last out.
Got a runner now at third base. And 2, there's a strikeout, but a 2-3 put out for the second out. I'll bring up Ranson, excuse me, R-A-N-S-O-N, Ranson. Pitch is called a ball.
You're good. Just get us the mound. He's not going anywhere. Right to the batter. Watch it right into the mix. You ready?
Here's the pitch. Low and inside. 2 balls.
Okay, buddy. Connor Ransom. Right here. Right here. Hey! Throw to the glove. Hard to the glove.
That one gets away, but nice stop by Braylon Dreher. Three balls, no strikes. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 6th. Strike called.
Same thing. 2 more, buddy. 2 outs, plays it first.
And Matthew Church trying to work his way back again in the count. The ball was outside. Ball 4. The runner heads down to first base. And that'll bring up Potts.
88. Huh? 88? Hold on. I have him. We got 83. We have 83. You're the official book. Huh? You would be the official book. We would be the official book. You got him at 83. But I'll pull him. I don't care. It's okay. No, you're the official book. Huh? That's okay. You're the official book. You have 83. We have 83. I mean, I can pull him. You tell him. I don't care.
Okay, we have a question. Wonder what was going on. We have a question on the pitch count. The Little League has a pitch count, and so
You have 82. I have 83.
we have all kinds of different numbers flying around here, but we'll leave Matthew Church in there. There is 2 outs.
I had 83 all along. How do you have 82? Here we go. Let's go. Connor, we're right here.
Potts steps in, swings and misses, strike 1. Next pitch, called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Watch him around and throw a strike.
So a big pitch right here. They want to keep Leboeuf off the board, trailing by 3.
Hard to the glove.
And
One more. Please.
next pitch is called strike 3. And that'll do it. So Leboeuf threatens but does not score here in the 6th inning.
Hustle.
So here we go. We're set up for a big finish here with the top of the Corry lineup coming up.
Let's go, boys.
We'll be seeing Trenton Gates, George Weiss, Rylan Posker, and hopefully a host of other Corry Elks Club batters here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And thank you, Mr. Silvas, for giving us a better view. I hope the viewers, I keep saying listeners, but that's the old radio guy in me, I guess. But hope the viewers can see that a little better.
June 5th, buddy. We gotta have him here for a late night game. 7:30.
June
5th.
Corry. Last game of the season here under the light.
And that is a Wednesday evening, right?
It's a Wednesday evening.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
So I was telling him I wasn't sure if we were able to do the game at that time, with it being that late, at 7:30. But if you're good with it, I can do the game. It's not a problem.
That's entirely up to your schedule.
Okay. Well, as far as I know,
You're the one that's going to be on the
I
mic.
probably better go home and check with the
Yeah,
director
I
of
think you better.
finance and supper before I make that call, I guess.
You better check your calendar.
Right.
And at home, too.
Yes. I do have 4 grandkids that are very active that we follow around quite frequently too. So, but great to be out here doing a ball game tonight, and field looks excellent. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw young Mike Comets mowing the field today as I travel by after work, and he did a nice job. It looks great. This is one of the nicer Little League ball fields around. So here we go. The stage is set for some fireworks here by the Corry Elks Club in the bottom of the 6th inning. Trenton Gates going to lead things off, and there's an old adage in baseball, hitting is contagious. So let's see if Trenton can get a hit and get a couple guys to follow suit here. The key is to get on base, doesn't matter how. First pitch to Trenton Gates is low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Next pitch is outside as well, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a pop up to the right side. Second baseman going back, makes the catch. 4 out, number 1. F4 on the putout. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. George Weiss coming to the plate now.
You're good. Let's go, kid.
Wind up in the pitch. That one misses just outside. Ball 1.
Come on, George.
1-0 pitch. Low and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. And misses low and away. That one's low and inside, ball 4. So George Weiss gets the base on balls here with 1 out. And Rylan Posker coming to the plate. Strike 1 is the call. No balls, 1 strike, runner at first. Corry trailing 8-6 in the 6th inning. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. That one is fouled off. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Here's a big swing and a miss. Strike 3, the runner goes down to second, and he is out. And that's the ball game. So a strikeout throw out to end it as 2-6 on the play. And that will do it for Corry as Fort Leboeuf 2 comes in and grabs the win by a final of 9-6. We thank all of our sponsors. Once again, we'll go through Corry Central Labor Club, JH Auto Napa, Fox Insurance, Muirhoff's Appliance, also Stone Audiology, and Riverside Structures, as well as Corry Moose Lodge number 98. We thank all of our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible, and we thank all of you for joining us for the broadcast. Remember, Thursday night, out at the school field at Columbus, we will bring you major girls action. Once again, our final score, Fort Leboeuf 2, 9, Corry Moose Lodge 6. This is Brad Swanson for Channel 98, wishing everyone a safe and enjoyable rest of your evening.
Okay, guys, have a seat on the bench. Have a seat on the bench.